Hey y'all, it's Ashley from The Real World, sitting here with my bestie Jody.
Hello.
And I just want to say hi to all my favorite swirl daters, interracial daters, we love you.
Love them.
Hey. Okay, so we're always talking, and our subject at hand is, would we ever date somebody who is racist? And my instant answer is a no.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've interracially dated, as you guys know, since I was in high school, all the way up to now. Sucker for an athlete with swag. We all know this about me. And I truly believe that I could never, ever date someone that was a racist, because that's something that would be completely opposite of what I believe in. And I don't know if I could stomach that. What do you think?
No, I completely agree. I think it's something that when I first heard that would be like somebody asking me, would you date an atheist?
Right.
And I couldn't.
You couldn't.
It's something about a person that I would say is defining.
Oh, absolutely.
If you're
I
racist,
agree.
you're racist, and that's a huge quote unquote characteristic.
Oh, yeah,
if you will.
100%.
And that's just, it's a complete turnoff.
Yeah. Well, it's a complete turnoff, and it's just, how do you even, for us especially, more than half of our friends are black. And I
Yeah.
think that's our first initial thing. If we're trying to date someone who can't get along with us or can't, mold with our group of friends, like, you gotta go.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know how you justify yourself if you say you're not racist, and then how you would justify to yourself to date somebody that was racist.
Yeah.
How do you?
And
how
I
do you
think
justify
and
that?
also a big thing is, like, how do you define a racist? Like, what do you think is racist?
That's true, and it's not just like I said. Maybe it's, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a serious
Let's put it
question.
out there.
That is,
How do you
we should
define
put it out there,
racism?
people. Yeah, how do you define racism? Because it's obviously not just a black and white thing.
No.
No pun intended. I think that there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different ways people could define racism, but
In different levels.
oh, absolutely, yeah.
I know we're both from predominantly Caucasian,
Country.
country hometowns, and there's still, every time I go home, I still feel.
Tell them where you're from, Joe. Tell them.
I'm from the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania.
Boring.
Corey, Pennsylvania, borderline.
Yeah.
It's I would, we're still predominantly white. There's only, 7,000 people in my hometown, and every time I go home I still feel as though we haven't made that step
Yeah.
to really, it's
Oh.
2010.
I totally agree. And when I went to prom with, a black guy, it was a pretty big deal, and that was just 5 years ago. So
Yeah.
here's something interesting too. A question was raised to me today. Do I think it is offensive that how the whole thing was played up on the show? Knight was Jemmy's first white guy. And the question was, say the roles were reversed. Say it was, Jemmy's first black man. Like, would that have been aired the same way? Would that have been such a big deal?
No.
I
No.
don't think so. I don't think so.
Definitely not.
So it's crazy. Like, it's crazy how much of a double standard there is when it comes to racism and what you can say and what you can't say, because I guarantee you if it was, Jemmy's first black man and she was getting it, it would not have been played the same way, because
Absolutely.
it's a totally different ballgame.
It's funny that we're talking about this today, because I was just watching on the news this morning that, and her name just slipped my mind, but she's a radio personality, been on for like 30 years, and she just stepped down today because she did an interview with a woman and she kept saying the N-word. Now she's white, and she was trying to show the sensitivity around that word, and she was like, throughout the whole entire interview was just kind of coming at a black woman. She was interviewing a black
Wow.
woman and using the N-word. And she stepped down today because she was like, I offended a lot of people, this, that, and the other thing, and I didn't mean to. She was like, but you hear a black guy, black woman do comedy, what's throughout all the comedy? Every
Right.
other word is the N-word. And she was like, but there's still so much sensitivity around that word.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's like, now if that was, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. It's
No, I know,
hard.
I
But
know.
she stepped down today, not because she felt like, not because they made her, but I don't know why exactly she did. But it's just
Yeah.
funny that
That is, oh yeah,
we talk
there's
about if the roles are
double
reversed,
standards. Oh yeah. Well, that's Ashley and Jody's words of wisdom. Just want to show everyone my tea today. Oh, let me get in.
Get
hey,
in.
I date swirl. Get on it. V-necks for women. Let's go.
Love
you know I'm gonna
it.
be rocking my tea everywhere. Jody wants one too, so
I do.
we
Come
gotta get
on.
on this. But we love you guys. I'll be blogging soon. Just wanted to introduce you to my girl, give you a little
Hey.
insight. So we'll holla. Love you guys. Keep watching the show. Wednesday nights at 10.
10 o'clock, baby.
Woo.